My name is Mark Price Perry, and welcome to Business Driven PMO. When it comes to PMO setup and management, I have a set of convictions that's different from what I see advocated and practiced within the industry. And today, I'm here to tell you about one of those convictions, the project management triangle. In my opinion, most folks in the project management community have a misguided view on the project management triangle. Sure, they can cite the 3 points, scope, time, and cost, and they understand the concepts of constraints that the project management triangle depicts. That's not the error I'm talking about. The error I'm talking about is using the project management triangle as a measurement system. Sure, measurements are important, and that's part of what the project management triangle can give us, but that's only half of the story. The other half is using the project management triangle to reveal and understand stakeholder biases. Let me explain. In just about every PMO, the projects of the PMO are reported. Scope, time, and cost, among other things, is tracked, variations noted, and this is a very important project management and PMO management activity. But with respect to the project management triangle, this is hardly the only way to use the project management triangle, and quite frankly, the real value and utility of the project management triangle isn't using it as a measurement system, but using it as a way to prioritize, understand, reveal, and continually communicate with the stakeholder biases and priorities for the project. When we use the project management triangle to best understand the stakeholder biases and priorities for the project, this is a lot like aiming a gun before shooting it. You see, what we're trying to do is we're trying to understand, for scope, time, and cost, what's most important. And sometimes it's as easy as that. It's asking the stakeholder between scope, time, and cost, what's most important to you. Other people use the pick two concept. You may have heard it referred to as the pick two triangle, where the points aren't scope, time, and cost, but good, cheap, and fast. The idea is you can have two, but not all. So if you want it good and cheap, it won't be fast. If you want it good and fast, it won't be cheap. And if you want cheap and fast, it won't be good. This kind of discussion helps the project manager understand, helps to reveal, in fact, the stakeholder biases and priorities for the project. As an example of the utility of the project management triangle, let's consider two project types. A time-to-market project, in which the project stakeholder wants the project delivered as quickly as possible, and cost is a tertiary issue. And let's consider a fixed price contract, where the stakeholder only has a certain amount of budget for the project, and any amount of overage results in severe penalties. Would you manage the two projects the same way? Of course not. And that's the whole point of the project management triangle. It's a way to understand stakeholder priorities and biases. It's a way to aim the gun. And then once we've aimed the gun, no doubt, let's pull the trigger. That's when using the project management triangle as a measurement system comes into play, and we can take a look at how we're performing against scope, time, and cost. Simply put, a good project manager knows the scope, time, and cost for the project. But a great project manager knows the scope, time, and cost, as well as the stakeholder priorities and biases for scope, time, and cost, and the drop deads. By drop dead, I mean what is the must-meet minimum set of features to have a viable product. And for a given schedule, what is the drop dead? What's the date that we cannot continue the project past that date? For example, if it's a 6-month project, when's the drop dead? Can the project go 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, or a year? That would be extremely important to know. Same for the budget. If the budget is $1 million, what's the budget drop dead? Is it $1.1 million? Is it $2, $5, $10 million? A project manager that only knows scope, time, and cost is firing a gun without aiming. The project management triangle, it's far more than a PMP certification test question. It's a tremendously valuable tool to use. And it's far more than a measurement system. I highly encourage you to view the project management triangle as a way to best reveal, understand, and manage to the stakeholder biases and priorities for the project. It will help you have better project outcomes, and it'll help you have a better PMO. This has been a Business Driven PMO video. My name is Mark Price Perry. Until next time.